educational process, I had the opportunity this a week ago. I was taking a look to see where it is that was anything similar to chiropractic, where there was a premise that acknowledges this intelligence, this wisdom. And I realized that we see that in the Waldorf educational process. That Waldorf, since 1910, acknowledged the spirit in each child and realized that they were on a journey to discover who they were. And their mission was, in Waldorf, to prepare children for life and to prepare them for lifelong learning. And I want to encourage you to do that. After 36 years, I still study. I love to study. I love to read. And at the same time, without abandoning the principles. And as I was thinking about Waldorf, because I was talking with my partner about that, and she said, well, I know a director who's been at it for 36 years. Why don't I put you in touch with him? So I got on the phone with a director of Waldorf who's set up educational systems throughout the country. And my glasses, I don't know. Oh, here they are. Well, I'll remember it. I got to talk with him, and I said, how was it that you stayed so true to the fundamental principle and tenets of Rudolf Steiner? Like, how did you not waver? And how did you just stay like a root? And he said, we had non-negotiable principles and tenets. We had non-negotiable principles and tenets. And I'm like, well, we have principles and tenets in this profession, but what? They're kind of watery. They're a little bit watery. And they've been made watery by the educational process. I said, well, it's wonderful that you had these non-negotiable principles and tenets, but how did you enforce that? He said, well, we set up an accrediting agency whose job was to maintain that. And I was like, okay, got it. So, I don't want to talk to you about building your practice. Practice is easy to build. You love your people. People will come out of the woodwork to come see you and deliver the goods. You got to go learn how to adjust. And I don't care whether it's at the low frequency end or low force end or the high force, upper cervical, but you're going to have to learn that full spectrum of frequencies and delivering an adjustment with an authority. And there's that's essential. As I continued to talk with this gentleman, I said, what were the outcomes? What's the outcome of Waldorf education? And he said, well, we just did a study on 500 of the students, the graduates, who've all gone on to like major Ivy League schools, have done really pretty well. And they did a study, and they had an outcome. And these were the three things that the graduates felt that they got from a great education from Waldorf, which was, one, they learned to think out of the box. And I want to encourage you to do that. It's that you got to think differently. You got to think differently. And you got to think uniquely you. It's got to be you. It can't be Jay, can't be Edward, can't be Justin. It's got to be you. And you've got to find the you in you. And you do that through quietude and silence and prayer. And the second thing he told me was that they learned the value. This was of the study. This was that they just completed. That the second thing that they learned was the importance of community and collaboration. And that's huge in the profession here. That we must learn to collaborate with each other. That is, we've all been these lone wolves here, paddling our own canoe in a survival mode for the most part of just trying to pay your school loan back, pay your bills, take care of your family. And I'm encouraging you to get involved. And I'm encouraging you to get involved at the educational level. Go support our schools, especially when you have leaders who are holding the line for us. Get involved. It's necessary. You must do that.